Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sideline Shenanigans. Um, we got a good one here. Probably a nice, short and sweet one because the upcoming weeks here are going to be some long ones. We do have next week. We'll be on a short week this week as we are recording on a Wednesday. Monday night pod we will be doing. We'll be having tournament winners or tournament prediction.
Talk
We'll
Big
be doing the
Ten.
Big Ten tournament. Yeah. Um,
Week after
who's
that,
in,
we'll do
who's
a
out?
full March Madness breakdown.
Yep. And I want to hear your thoughts on something today about Miami, Ohio. It's actually my sell of the week, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Just want to go ahead and shout out once again Spicy Sloth Designs for our amazing new boards. Let me get out of the way. Look at those.
I'll tell you what, they're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, and they're a
They're a
lot
lot
cooler than
bigger.
I
The
thought they were
pictures
going to
did
be.
not do it justice.
No, they didn't. I mean, they looked like it was just going to be something that I can hang up right where I have those posters back there, and like that thing is big, and yeah, like
I do
it's as
want to
big as
say,
Danny.
yeah. Damn. Okay.
I love it. I mean, I can't be thankful enough.
Don't
Like,
just throw a shot and then and pretend like you didn't throw a shot.
no, I'm just saying, like that's how big the.
Oh no!
No, I'm
No,
saying
that
that's how
was a
big the
shot.
board. It's as big as a human. It's not a
You could have
shot.
said
Hey,
that's
I
a big.
promise you. Hey, no, dude, no. I promise you, it wasn't a shot. It was a
It was a shot.
compliment to the board. It was a compliment to the board. It's a
It was a
good board.
compliment. It was a ricochet shot. It was
I
ricochet.
promise you, it wasn't. And if it was, I apologize. I put a hand right here. It's not going
It
past
did.
here,
It did
but I'll put a
ricochet.
hand here for the unintentional shot there.
It did. It did ricochet. It hurts a little bit, but it's all right. We're gonna. This does say best of luck. Keep following
It
the
came from the
dreams.
heart.
Thank you for. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Keep following
again,
your dreams.
I can't be
Thanks for
thankful
letting me
enough.
help. Are you? Are you serious? I'm gonna smack you. All right. Thanks for letting me help your podcast shine once again. Thank you. Um, the signs. So we do have two. We have one for each of us. I'm liking that one for me. I'm gonna take the top.
Okay.
Really loving it. Really loving it. It's gonna stay right there. Love that thing.
Yeah.
Huge fan of it. Huge fan. Get that off there. Okay, so you want to go ahead and get into some baseball talk this week?
Before we get into that, it's that time of the episode where we got to give people 5 seconds to like and subscribe. We still have like about 70 something percent. I know it's only been one episode since then, so it's not going to make a big difference and a big change that quickly. But I am hoping to get that number down. I know Danny's hoping to get that number down. So, guys, we're going to give you 5 seconds here to hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave a comment about anything you want. So 5 seconds starting now. Sweet. All right. I only got one quick thing to say about the Tigers here, and it's all Kevin McGonigal. I mean, this guy is a baller. He's clearly ready for the opening day roster.
Absolutely.
Not only is he ready for the opening day roster, he's already a top 3 hitter on the Tigers. Like,
Yeah, I think so.
it's no
I think he'll be the best
disrespect to the
Tiger
other
hitter.
players on the Tigers. It's just a credit to how good he is. Like,
Yeah, I
he,
think
I
he's.
was, I knew he was good, just from everything that I've seen from the last year and a half now. I didn't know he was this good. Like the Tigers played the Dominican Republic national team playing in the World Baseball Classic. He went 3 for 3 with a walk and produced all 4. Was the sole reason for all 4 runs scored by the Tigers last night, including a 461-foot home run off of Luis Severino. Every arm he faced is an MLB top arm. Like, the dude is ready, and he is going to be a major contributor day one.
I'm very happy with how he is performing. With that being said, we have talked. We've how many conversations we've had about this. We are relying a lot on our youth. And right now, I'm really getting. I'm starting to get worried. It was funny messing around with Max Clark. We were talking about this earlier, but now I'm starting to get scared. It's to the point where maybe a veteran does need to pull him aside and be like, you look ridiculous. You aren't good enough to be doing this. You shouldn't have 4 chains on. He had 10 chains on in that one game. It looked like. I mean, he looks like he cares more. It's like some of these kids that play like that that I've coached in the past. They care more about off the field. They care more about Instagram pictures. That's what it looks like. And he's like, it's getting bad. It's really getting bad.
Now,
And his stats
I
last year
do
definitely
know
weren't great.
I do know he cares a lot. It is clear that he cares a
I
lot by the
can't
way
say
he talks and stuff.
Yeah,
But
everyone's
I will
media
say
trained.
I'm not the kind of guy that needs to wear 6 chains as well. Like give me one and I'm fine. I'm fine if you wear 2, but like past
I think
that, it gets to a little too much.
The max is 3, but you have to have it like that.
Right, and you need to be established, and he's not there yet. Like I hope he is one day, and who knows? There's still so much time to say whether he will or won't be. Like he's
I mean,
I know we
there
talked
is,
about
but
this
it's
earlier.
just
He's only 21 years old, so like I haven't lost faith in him
I
because
hate that. It's like we always say, oh, he's this years old. When are we gonna get a player that's ready at that age? When are
Kevin
we
McGonigal.
I know, but Max Clark was supposed to be that guy, man. Come on.
I know, but
He won't be. His first year, everyone was like, he's going to be up coming to the 2025 season, right?
it's because he had the Bryce Harper hype because he
Yeah,
had
and
so
he's
much
just,
social media following
and
before
that's
he
the
got drafted.
problem.
Yeah,
Is the social media. The social media. You don't see McGonigal doing that. You don't.
now he posts,
He's
but he's not.
He doesn't have
He's not out
80,000
there.
posts. Max Clark legit is
No,
like
yeah.
up there in 80, 100,000 posts, and it's
Is he really?
disgusting. Yeah, I want to fact check it. He's up there.
Well, while you're doing that, we don't really have a whole lot more to say about baseball
I do
here.
have
Excited
one
for
more
World-
thing.
Do you? Sorry, go ahead.
He has 366 posts, bro. That is, and I saw some crazy stat. Since he was drafted, he has like over 260 posts. He
Really?
posts basically once a series. But I do have a little something. I want to hear your thought on it, or your thoughts.
Appleton did just score to take the lead for those who care.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I tell you?
He's a
earlier?
good. Every single person we've mentioned today that we like has scored today. Actually, ironically, it's quite funny. We can pull up the receipts if you'd like. We're not going to do it, but we could.
No. It's never gonna
All
happen.
4 players that have scored today we've mentioned. Oh wait, actually that might not be a goal.
Well, I do have this question. Last question for you before we go ahead and get into our division winners. So I was reading this today. If McGonigal is in AAA to start, right? Which he shouldn't be, but if he's there for 15 days, and on the 16th day he comes up, we would have him through the 2032 year versus 2031. Is that worth it?
Like that just no, it's not worth. I guess like I can understand
I think it's
why they do
100%
it.
worth it, especially because we don't
I
pay
mean,
our guys
yeah, it's
anything.
just
We have the
it's
world's
just so
best pitcher. We
annoying.
won't offer him near what we want
It's just so annoying. Is all like
for 15 days.
I do understand. I understand why they would do it, and it's probably the right move. It's just so like I hate the service time manipulation crap. Like, why does 15 days make it to where they have control for an extra year? You know, like why do they not
but
just
you
have
wanna
that
do it,
control
though?
annoying? No, I would. Like, it's
I
just
100%
annoying
think we
to
should.
have to wait an extra
Yeah,
15
100%
days.
it's annoying,
you know?
but honestly, I can see where we don't do it. Which I mean, it would suck, but it's like
But at the same time,
extra year. It is 100% worth it for 15 days. I think we have a good enough team. It's not like we're begging for it. I mean, we kind of are because we don't really have any bats that I'm fully confident in. And I'm fully confident in him. I believe he's going to be the best Tigers hitter this year. Playing shortstop. I just could put Javi in center field a lot. And I love that. Javi's electric in center field. Those flashy plays that you're used to seeing at shortstop from him, it's so much cooler seeing those in center field. I
Hundred
I don't
percent.
think that's a crazy thing to say.
No, I don't think that's
Um,
crazy to say.
okay, we're going to get into our division winners here. We'll start
You want to
in
start
the
with
NL.
your
Yeah,
yeah?
you
Let's
you,
start.
you want to go?
You want to go straight
I'm gonna
just
go
division
NL
winners, and then we'll go to the
division
wild
winners
card
and
teams
wild card.
after.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So
Um,
my NL
start in the
West
East,
is
West.
West. Yep, sorry, that's just the way I have it typed out.
Yeah.
Um,
Obviously Dodgers.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean that
Um,
one's the most locked ever.
I think their line is like 102.5 wins.
That's a crazy line. I feel like you don't see a line over 100 too often. I mean, they
No,
easily
no.
should be able to do it, but
I think they could win
like, that's a lot
110.
of wins still.
Yeah, it is, but they've gotten better. Again.
Yeah. Well, how many wins did they have last year? I don't remember
Um, I don't know.
because they were kind of like
Are we gonna see Shohei
underperformed.
pitch again?
Yeah.
Is he pitching this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
They only had 93 wins last year. Because I know they had like a really bad stretch of baseball for like they had like a 10-game lose streak or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's just not the kind of team that they are. So I think 102 line is a really good line for them. I think.
It's 105. Not 105. 100.5.
Yeah. Okay. NL Central. It's the Cubs.
I have the Cubs as well. Yeah, I don't think
The
I think
Brewers got worse. And I don't think the Reds are quite ready yet. I do think the Pirates could be a sneaky team.
I have the Pirates
but
last.
really,
I just
could.
think
I mean, I think the Cardinals are going to be last. They went full rebuild.
sure
And
sure
they
this
didn't, like.
I just think the Pirates are going to pirate.
Yeah,
really
that's
what
fair.
I think it is.
I mean, you can't. You really can't say like, no, they're not going to because when
Yeah,
have
I
they
mean,
not pirated?
O'Neal Cruz is just not very good, and honestly, everyone's so bought in on the Pirates, and I feel like we're gonna feel sorry for Pittsburgh fans, um, but they're just not a good baseball team. And
No,
honestly,
they're not.
without Skeens, they're one of the worst teams in the league, I'd say.
Yeah,
Did that goal get overturned?
it did.
Okay,
They're in
we got
OT
threes.
right now. Yes. And then going on to the NL East, I have a underdog in the NL East. I don't know if you do as well or not. I went with the Braves in the NL East.
Okay, I do have the Phillies winning it. I
Yeah.
Schwarber, nice little extension in this offseason. I think coming into this year, people are still probably thinking the Mets.
I
Is
don't
what
know
I
why
see a
people are
lot.
thinking the Mets.
It's just because they're a big name.
Sure,
It's,
and
it's
I
the
mean
same
they have a
thing.
lot. They have a lot of star talent on their offense, but like, what pitchers do they have? They lost Edwin Diaz. Ryan Helsley sucks. I don't even know if he's even on the
I'm
team anymore.
I don't know. I'm not really worried about them. I think Juan Soto is the most
Yeah, me
overpaid
neither.
player in baseball, all of sports. I would say.
He's really
Um,
good. He's just not worth 76 million a year or whatever it is.
no, it's something ridiculous. Okay? So do you want to go wild card from here from NL?
Yeah, we can do the NL teams.
Okay.
Well, since I took the Braves, I mean the Phillies aren't missing the playoffs, so the Phillies are definitely a wild card team for me in this National League.
This is
I
not.
do
any order.
have
Just want to throw that.
no specific order. I don't
For-
want
for
to
the
go
fans.
into exact records for everyone. Just yeah. So I got the Phillies. I do think they will be the top wild card seed. That being said, though, but the next wild card team I'm going with is going to be the Cincinnati Reds. They made the postseason
Wow.
last year.
I just don't
They
think they've gotten
they
better.
didn't get better, but they also didn't really get worse either. Kind of stayed where they're at, but they are developing still. So I think that could just kind of keep them exactly where they're at. And then the Padres are the last team that I'm choosing for the wild card.
Okay, I do have Pretty similar. I do have the Padres in there. Um, I I have the Mets missing again.
Yeah.
Um, I do have the Brewers in there. I do think that
Okay.
they are going to make the playoffs. I just don't think what they have is enough to win.
You think they're just going to do what they always do and somehow become a competitive baseball team, even though they don't have anybody?
Yeah, yeah. I maybe they go on a little run too, but
Hmm.
my next team in is the Braves.
Yeah. Okay. So the only difference we have of the playoffs in the National League is Reds and Brewers.
Absolutely. Very. This is the side I'm more excited to hear.
Yeah, me too. I think this is actually I do think the American League is more competitive this year, as crazy
Yeah, it
as
is.
that is to say, than the National League. Like the National League, it's Dodgers,
I'm not scared of
Phillies.
the Cubs because if we're looking
In
at
my
division winners,
opinion,
I'm not scared of the Cubs. As a
mm-mm,
Tigers fan, I'm not scared of the Cubs. I'm not scared of the Phillies.
mm-mm.
So I am scared of the Dodgers. I mean, of course, but
I mean,
I'm scared of
Dodgers are in a different
every
league
other
though.
division. I'm scared of every division winner I have on here and some of the wild cards.
Yeah.
So,
So I
um,
imagine the let's start the AL West then. Um, I mean, it's the Mariners again, right?
yeah, yeah, and they have some
I mean,
crazy good line too
yeah,
to win it.
they're the Astros. You can never count them out. They're always a good team. Um, but they're I just don't think that they're on the level of the Mariners right now. I do think the Athletics could be a sneaky team. I really like their lineup that they
I
got
have
going
a,
this year,
I, I
but
just
they're
have
not
the
there. They're
same.
not there yet.
I have the same feeling about them as I do the Orioles. I'm not afraid of either of them. I don't think either of
Sure.
them are good enough to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Um, so you
With
also
that
have
being
the
said, I don't think that.
Mariners in the West, though.
Yeah, but with that being said, is with the A's is they don't get as much media attention as the Orioles get. So I feel like it's harder to judge them. Yeah,
Sure.
teams that aren't as good as they look, but then get a ton of media attention. I hate those teams. The Orioles
Yeah.
is one of those teams. Everyone buying into them. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with that. Moving on to the AL Central. I mean,
I
this
do
isn't
have
even
the
a biased
Tigers.
pick. It's the Tigers,
I
and
I do think it's close. I do think it ends up
do
being
you
close. Yep,
with who? The Royals or
the Royals.
the Guardians? Yeah, I
Not
mean,
the Guardians.
I think the third best team this year is the White Sox in the division.
Bold.
The Twins are last.
Maybe if we played them every game.
Yeah, I mean the Twins are easily going to be last this year, just because of the fire sale that they went on last year. They have Byron
Oh,
Buxton, Joe
oh.
Ryan, and that's it. Like they
Well,
are
Byron
going to be
Buxton won't play for them. He's gonna play
Yeah,
about
I don't.
15, 20 games and call it a
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
And same with what's his face? I can't think of his name. Other
Royce
outfielder.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Um,
moving on to the East, this is the one I had the toughest time with in all of baseball. I mean, they have three really good teams in my opinion. Um, Arguably the best pitching staff in Boston, the best lineup in I pick your poison of New York or Toronto of the lineup. I mean, you got the best hitter in the league in Judge for the Yankees. You got a top five hitter in the league in Vladdy. I don't really know who to go with in this division. I think Toronto's the most overall balanced team. I think the Yankees have the most firepower. I know Garrett Cole's back this year, so that helps them with the pitching staff as well. And Boston, like, I think they're going to be either really here or really here. I don't really know what to make of them this year. You're going to have to go first with this one.
I do. It is the Yankees. It's by 3+ games too.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not afraid of the Red Sox either. They don't make the playoffs this year. They don't. So I 100% believe the Yankees, and I have a strong feeling about the Yankees winning it all.
Okay. You think the captain gets his first ring?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Stanton though. He says he can't open a bag of chips right now. That's something to look into.
Yeah, that's a little concerning. I also do go with the Yankees here, but it's not by 3 games; it's by 1 game. And if it's not by 1 game, it's by tiebreak. Just like how the Blue Jays beat them out last year. But yeah, so Yankees, Tigers, Mariners for the American League division winners, and then you want to start us off with the wild card winners.
Yeah, so I know we said we weren't doing order, but I am gonna put Blue Jays into the top spot. They'll be in. I have the Royals in, and I do have Cleveland in as well.
Really, 3 AL Central teams.
I am
Going back 2
three
years
AL
ago.
Central teams. I don't
I went
believe.
with
I think the Royals are young and they're gonna be really good this year. I'm a little bit worried about possibly losing the division to them. I mean, anything can happen. We had a 15.5 game lead, the biggest lead of all time, and the worst choke in Detroit sports history. So I feel like anything can happen. I just think that Cleveland, they just always sneak in, but I think this Royals are the second team. But like I said, yeah, Cleveland always gets in. I don't love the Red Sox team.
Yeah, I'm going with Toronto as the top seed as well. I do have the Red Sox in. I think they're a good enough pitching staff alone to get them in. And then,
I think that just only gets you so far, and I don't love their lineup.
sure, that's fair. And then I'm going with a sneaky one here. I am going to go with the Athletics. Just because I like their lineup, and I think that they could be really sneaky. Playing at a minor league field all the time, that they can just out hit everybody and win a lot of games because of it.
I think they're just about the same as the Orioles, 70, not even 60 win team. I don't see it. I don't see it with them.
Well, that's our division winners and wild card teams. Let us know if you guys have any strong opinions about who you think is going to win a division, who you think your biggest sleeper is this year, and who's going to win the World Series this year. I'll throw that in there as well.
Do want to mention a couple things here. Last year we did the pick the stick. Really didn't have anything for it. I did take the W on the year. Really wasn't close towards the end of the year either. But with that being said, this year we do need to put some sort of punishment on it.
Yeah. Or some sort of reward in general, whether it's something as stupid as a scratch-off ticket or, a punishment on the podcast type of thing. Like,
Sure.
not as extreme as the chip, maybe, or maybe even as extreme
Not for
as
the
the
pick
chip.
the stick.
But
Not for pick the stick.
yeah.
And same thing with the tennis match. I think that could just be like a little reward too.
Yeah.
Maybe the pick the stick could be, because my other one is our golf match that we said, and I don't want to put like a chip on that.
Yeah.
But you did take money line for yourself on that one. The night tennis match, we're gonna do a live stream there, I believe. I still don't. You still think you could take a set?
I do think I could take a set. Yeah. As long as we're warming up a little bit before, I'm taking a set at least.
Sure. We warm up a little bit before. We play like a men's style best of 5. Okay. Then if we're doing that, so it's 3 out of 5. You'd have to. Okay.
I'm saying I could win one of the 5. I'm not saying like.
Okay. So
I'm
won
saying
3,
you might sweep me 3-0, but I'm saying if we play 5 full sets, I'm winning one of them.
So would you be willing to put dinner on?
Yeah, I'll put dinner on that. I
Okay,
think
we'll
I
put
like that actually.
so we'll put
I
dinner
don't know.
on that
I
one.
think
I was thinking a
I
lot
think that's a
about
great
that
little
for
wager there.
what I was thinking for the golf one is probably probably a lunch at Leo's.
Yeah, I know we mentioned that before. I don't know if we mentioned that on here or just
I'm
talking,
not sure.
but
I'm not sure.
I never remember half the time. I mean, we yap
So
all the time, so
maybe the pick the stick is that what is it? The popcorn, the super spicy popcorn that we were looking into.
okay.
I know we definitely got to do something a little bit more extreme for the golf tournament, our 3 day.
Hmm.
We'll make that one a little bit more extreme. While we're talking golf, real quick, I have my buy before we get into our player comparisons. I'm buying the Masters commercials. They're back. They're back. It's
I haven't
beautiful to
seen any
see.
yet.
Oh my goodness,
I
you're not
can't wait
watching
to
enough
now that
TV.
you. Yeah, I guess not. I'm looking forward to seeing them though.
Yeah,
I will
I've seen
say.
a couple. I've seen a couple. They come in. It's like the weather. It starts to heat up a little bit. It goes to the 60s,
Hmm.
and then you get them full ramped up. Late March. But we're gonna go ahead and get into our PGA only player comparisons, right?
Yeah. So I gave Danny and I a little test, thanks to ChatGPT's help. It was about like what 15 questions or something we said. Or it ended up being something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. So
So
just a bunch of
go ahead and
different
read off your
questions.
questions. Do you have them?
I gotta scroll a little bit.
Well, I mean, I can read off mine if you want to try. Do you have yours somewhere?
Yeah, I have them all. I have them all now. So
I
just
can read off mine if you want me to. If you want to read off yours.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You want to go ahead and read yours first since this was your game.
Um,
If you're ready. If not, I can.
yes.
Was it a
No,
yes for me to
I
go?
don't have. Um, I have little summaries of it right here. So it's just asking about how we are off the tee, how we are on the fairways, approaching the green, putting, mental game, all that kind of stuff. So, like my core identity is like typically I'm the longer hitter in the group, if not the longest hitter in the group. When I miss, I'm missing right. I don't usually miss too bad right. I'll have an occasional real bad miss right, but typically it's a right side miss. My driver is normally my biggest weapon. It's what helps me the most with scoring well because I can get out farther than everyone. So I can work on my short shots a lot more than I'm working on a bunch of different type of shots. That being said, my mid irons, like my pitching wedge to my 7-iron, are my best irons. I trust the numbers. I'm not a full vibes player. When I'm usually when I know how far away I am, it makes it a lot easier for me to know what type of shot I want to hit and all that kind of stuff. I would like to say I have a kind of creative short game just because I don't hit the same type of I don't just hit a stock chip every time. I like to try and hit a flop shot when I can or put a little bit of pizzazz on it, mostly because it's fun. But also I feel like I have a more consistent flop shot than I do a normal chip with getting it close to the pin. I do expect to make short putts. Doesn't mean I make them all the time. I don't 3-putt too often. I feel like I maybe once a round they just come in bunches. I feel like I have a pretty good mental reset. I don't really let blow up holes carry over to the next hole too often. I'm an aggressive player, but I feel like it's calculated aggression. It's not just see ball, hit ball far. But it's also, I'm not going to lay up, but I'm going to be aggressive in a smart way.
I'd say we don't ever like lay up because we do like to be like as close as, but like I would say mainly on par fives. Like if we can't get it there, we're not gonna lay up, but we're also gonna we're gonna get as close to the green as possible.
Right.
And for us, especially, I'd say definitely me. I feel more confident hitting my 5 wood up there and just getting as close as I can than trying to hit whatever other club that would be to get into a certain distance.
Right.
Because
I'm more
if
worried
I'm
about
gonna miss
hitting
hit it, I
that
want to miss
shot
it
good.
Yeah.
I would rather hit that shot good than try and hit a specialty type of shot to then just to get my next shot better. Like I'm not that good at golf to be able to do that yet, which I hope to be one day. But and when I score well, it's because I'm hitting a lot of greens in regulation. So that ChatGPT actually gave me a PGA comp of Rory McIlroy because he is a long driver. He misses right. He's a mid-iron strength, and he hits a lot of greens. He also is kind of a calculated aggression guy. He attacks when it's right. He doesn't just swing because his ego says so, and he also has a reset button that he hits a lot.
There you go. Rory's definitely a good one to have. I'm gonna go ahead and get into mine here. Starting with off the tee. Hold on, I would like to get back to the questions.
I have the questions available if you want me to read the questions
No,
off for you.
I
and then
have
you
them.
answer
I
them.
just. Okay, so yeah, off the tee. Are you long? Or group average? I'm more about placement. I feel like I hit more fairways than not in a round, so that I'm more placement first, definitely. My miss is definitely left. I tend to hit a draw, rarely ever hit a fade. So if I
I
do
am
miss,
also
it
the
tends to be a
opposite
hook.
for those who would like to know. I'm more fade than I am draw.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on hitting a fade. I most of the time I hit a hook, or I mean a draw, so that it leads to more hooks if I miss. I do step up trying to dominate. The reason I do that is because if I try to slow down my swing, I guess this question is either answer isn't great for me. I'd say I have more of a tempo. But I guess in my mind I'm going up there to dominate. I said
You're not a timid swinger off the tee box.
no, because when I do that, that's when I hook. It's when I get my wrists real flipped over, and we don't want that. Strength of my game is definitely my mid iron. So for me, mid irons would be anything from approach wedge to 8 iron. I'd put 7, 5, 6, 7 as my long because I'm at 4. Really do want to get that 9 wood. I mean, so there's a lot of pros using it now, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So I did put the mid irons. I'm more of a center of the green kind of guy. I don't want to just aim at the pin. It leads to more misses. And I'm just not good enough to be aiming at every pin. Most of the time, I do go off feel, how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling like really loose, and then I start to trust my yardages more. But I did say I do go more off feel, just because I hit, my pitching wedge or whatever, like 120. It's not going to always go 120. It can only go 110. So I'm more of a feel. Are you creative around the greens? I said that I am not more creative. I'm technical. I just like a standard chip, flop if I really have to. But when I miss a chip, it tends to be a chunk. A lot of times I do chip better out of the rough, and when I'm chipping out of like off fairway, I tend to forget to check which way I'm going with the grain, which I do want to get better at remembering. I expect to make the 4 to the 6 footers. I don't fear them, no matter what putt they're for. I go up to them, and it's such a thing with the striped balls. I feel more confident using those. That I can make them. I'm definitely better at long lag putts. I seem every time, and this goes into why I aim for the center of the green. Is I'm pretty much a two putt guaranteed. I think my average last year was like a 2.3 on the putts. So definitely a putt, lag putt guy. Penalty strokes would definitely be what kills my round the most. I like I said, I rarely ever three putt. I'm pretty much good for two every time I'm on the green. Um, might have skipped a question. I did skip the mental game question. Did you? Do you have my comparison?
Yeah, I still have it.
Okay, that's weird. After a bad hole, I try not to, but I say I do kind of let it carry over. Um, but what I really kind of actually recognize today is, sure it's on the simulator, but when we've been going, I've just been like not really caring, and then I feel like I've been hitting the ball really well, not really caring where it goes or anything like that. But how it feels off the club face, and with the less care, the better I've been hitting the ball. So, um, do you play better when people are watching? Honestly, more people watching me does not bother me at all.
I answered that question the same. That was one I didn't mention. It doesn't really matter to me if I have people watching me or not.
No,
I feel like it's the same. It's the same game either way. I feel like I don't play better or worse with the amount of people. I mean,
yeah,
I'd like
for
to
sure.
say I play better, but I haven't had enough experience with playing
Yeah,
with a
I
ton
don't
of
think we
people.
can really answer that.
Um, like I've only
Um,
ever had, not including golf outings, because you don't really have like a ton of people just watching you for those. I've only had one experience of like a ton of people watching me for a certain amount of shots, and I mean I've done the same in those that I have in every other shot. So
yeah, because
it's
all I'm
not like
thinking
it's
about is
really,
my swing tempo. So I guess I
yeah,
don't really know, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me perform better or worse.
yeah.
Are you aggressive by nature? I guess I'd say I'm aggressive. I mean, because I try to hit it closer to the hole.
Mhm.
Like you said, it's easier to chip it than I'd rather hit the 40-yard chip than a 120-yard shot. I might be
Even though
better at the
like for me,
120-yard shot.
the 120-yard shot I'm significantly better at. But if I can get myself to that 40-yard shot, it's a mental thing for me. It's saying like, all right, I'm hitting good shots. Now let's keep continuing to hit
Yeah.
the good
And
shots.
the thing is with taking out that longer club, it's if I hit a bad shot, it's gonna go further, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's more forgiveness. Um, and then the identity question is I what helps me score good is hitting greens.
Hmm.
Like I said, 2.3 I think was my number of putts last year per round or per hole. Um, so I'm pretty
I
much a
think yours was
guaranteed two
lower than
putt.
I think yours was definitely lower than that because mine was like 1.9 per hole. I want to say yours was like 1.2 per hole or something like that. One, I think it was under
It might
1.5.
have been 1.3. I might be wrong,
Yeah,
but
it was under 1.5, I think.
there would be how many times I feel like I was on a streak last year where I would chip onto the green and one putt it for a par,
You went
and
up
that's
and
how I was
down
getting
a
my
lot
pars.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You,
Um.
I mean, it was like I guess you were scrambling in a way. Like I wouldn't really
Yeah.
call that scrambling, but
I think it's scrambling to a pro.
yeah, yeah,
It's
sure.
that's not scrambled to us.
But yeah, so I mean, that's the type of golfers we are. Annie's player comp is Colin Morikawa,
Oh, I like that.
elite mid iron identity. Both try and hit the center of the green. You're built on precision, not chaos. Lag putting, they're both really good at lag putting. Don't rely on magic while scrambling. You just do what you do. You're very technical. Hit your shot and move on to the next shot. Um, when you struggle, it's not because you're putting. It's not because you're chipping. It's just because of straight ball striking. And honestly, when I read that one, I was like, yeah, that's Danny. Like, you don't putt bad, no matter how well you're golfing or not. I mean, you're gonna have bad putting rounds every now and then, but they're a lot rarer than you just miss hitting a ball
Yeah.
or hitting a ball
Yeah.
bad. Morikawa makes his money with iron control, and so do you. When your irons are on, you golf really well, and that leads me into the question I had. Now with all this comparison that we just went into, the weather heating up, it's looking like we
Oh,
might be able to start golfing next week.
I think I'm gonna have a tea time for Monday.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a tea time for Tuesday. I was originally gonna have one for Monday, but then our games got moved to Sunday, Monday, which I'm excited for because we have better weather for games now. But I still get to go golfing the next day. So
Yeah.
so
Hopefully
what
stays dry on
score?
that Tuesday.
Right, yeah. So what score are you satisfied with for your first full 18, and what score is your goal to get?
So for my first 18, so I don't know where I'm playing. Just assume it's Westburn as of right now. So it's a little bit more of an open course. Would love to be 82 or lower, and then so that would be my
What's your goal?
it's my goal, 82 or lower. But anything in the 83 to 85 is what's expected. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the exact same. Under an 85, over an. I'll even expand it to an 86. If I shoot on 86 or lower, like, all right, yeah, I'm fine with that. First round out. Low. I'd really like to get it lower than 82. Don't expect to break 80 the first round. I'll be a little scared if I do, to be honest. But yeah, that's about all I got with golf. Unless you got anything else to add.
No, nothing else to add there. Do want to go ahead and break out my little thing here. Very small, very short. Before we get into Keep 3 Cut 5, it's a tough question. We know we're at the right now. We're in the best month of sports. So let's just get into all of the best sports. I have a Keep 3 Cut 9 for you.
Keep 3 cut 9. Wow. Okay.
So this is not going to be a post. Okay.
Keep 3.
But
So is this of all sports or of months of sports?
I do have 12 sports here for you. 12 specifics, I should say.
Pro and college, I'd imagine.
So I got March Madness, okay, NBA playoffs, WNBA playoffs, Stanley Cup, college football playoff, NFL playoffs, MLB postseason, College World Series, Wimbledon, World Cup, the Olympics, and the Masters. Which three are you keeping?
Okay. Is it just Olympics in general or summer and winter?
Olympics. It just says Olympics.
Okay. Say him again a little bit slower.
March Madness, NBA playoffs, WNBA, Stanley Cup playoffs, college football playoff, NFL playoffs, MLB postseason, College World Series, Wimbledon, World Cup, Olympics, and the Masters.
So essentially all of the major sports playoffs.
Yes, correct.
Okay. First one I'm keeping MLB playoffs.
Yep, that's the one I have.
I mean, probably the best professional atmosphere in playoffs, in my opinion. And I think number 2 is NHL.
I do have them just left off my list at number 4.
I don't know if I'm keeping them or not yet. They're right at my 3 or 4 right now. Did you say I'm not gonna keep NBA or WNBA? I just don't care enough about professional basketball.
I have this conversation, I feel like, weekly, but the NBA is a hard watch. It's even hard to watch our Pistons sometimes.
Hmm.
It's just not good basketball. No one cares.
Yeah. Now playoffs. I can sit and watch a full game, but I don't want to
I don't even
necessarily.
think I can. I don't
Like I
think
can
it, it's
watch.
just
I'll watch the second half, but
there's no culture there.
right.
Few teams have culture.
I'm not going to pick the Olympics just because there's only a couple of events that I like, and I watch the professional events of those ones anyway. I'm cutting Wimbledon just because I don't watch enough tennis to follow it, which I actually kind of would like to start watching a little bit more.
Wimbledon's fun. Wimbledon's a fun one to watch.
Like
I
it's
have
like
them
I'll
at my
put it on
number
in the
6 spot
background,
probably.
but I'm never really going to like follow it, which like whatever. Um, what were the other ones you said? Masters, March Madness, NHL,
Yep. College football.
college football. Just those four?
I don't know which ones you have left off. It's just all the major sports and their
Okay.
postseason.
I'll keep March Madness.
I think there's two
I
obvious
know.
keeps,
Was
and you
it
have both of them.
MLB and March Madness? Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I'm cutting college football. I really do enjoy watching it. It's a really respectful
it's much
cut.
better now. It's much
Yeah.
better now. The Final Four is just
Um,
dumb.
yeah. I can't decide between NFL playoffs and NHL playoffs. I watch more NFL playoffs, but the NHL playoffs are really fun. It just sucks because the Red Wings have been so irrelevant for the last couple of years now that
I'll
it
tell
makes
you
it
what, I
hard
don't have
to.
either of them at my 3.
What other sports am I missing
I,
here?
I have the Masters at my 3.
Oh my god,
I
yeah,
think
no,
you
I'm
can't
keeping
live
the
without the
Masters. I forgot about
Masters.
the Masters. Yeah, no, I'm keeping the Masters. I forgot
If I
about
c-
them.
even if my team's in it, like I'd rather watch the Masters. I really would.
Yeah,
It's just
I'll
it's
yeah, because the Masters only happens for 4 days of the entire year. Yeah, I agree with you there.
yeah. So what would not to really take shots at the sports, but what's your bottom 3 before we get into our actual Keep 3 Cup 5 of the week?
Um, honestly, probably Olympics are in the bottom three, just because, like I said, I'd rather watch the professional versions of those other than hockey.
Yeah.
Um, like I just don't watch any of the events. Um, WNBA, just I don't watch WNBA. Um, I don't think I'm going to put NBA in the bottom three, but it's probably bottom four.
I okay. So I do have the WNBA and the NBA both in the bottom, but
What
I also have the World Cup in the bottom.
I'm gonna put the World Cup in the bottom. I don't know, because I actually kind of enjoy, like, didn't enjoy, but like I saw myself like actually sitting there and watching it.
I can't.
Like
I'd honestly rather watch a WNBA game. It's so boring. I just can't stand the score being 1-2 and the field's so big.
that's fair.
I don't believe in ties either.
Ties are stupid.
Um,
I don't know. I'm just gonna do a bottom four: NBA, WNBA, World Cup, and Olympics in my bottom four.
okay, we're going to go ahead and get into our Key 3 Cup 5 and our draft of the week. Reese
This
has
week-
his Keep 3 Cup 5.
Yes. This week's Keep 3 Cut 5 is talking about specific memorable moments in sports, like specific things to happen in a game. Gameplay specifics, not like theatrics outside of a game, like not a salute to someone. So we're gonna dig right into it here. The first one we have is Blocked by James.
I just think this one's very overused, and it's just not as cool as as everyone makes it out to be. I'm cutting it. More of a not disrespectful, but it's a harder cut. Not gonna show disrespect, but it's definitely a harder cut.
The next one we have is the Javi Baez walk-off versus the Red Sox.
Um, the moment was cool, but the call was terrible.
This is just moment itself. Calls not included.
Well, that just changes a lot because there's just some that are carried by the call. So blocked by James really is terrible then, because that's all that is the call. The moment, it's kind of the rebirth of hobby. I'm a keep. Uh, I'm not. I kind of want to hand up. I mean, not telling me that the call doesn't matter.
It's if it's call event.
But that's not what you just said.
Okay, does that change your answer then?
No,
like you're
but
putting
well,
it's
yes,
like a 2% emphasis.
Well,
2% emphasis on the.
It could change my answer for
call.
for one of the other ones. But it's a hard disrespectful cut to the blocked by James play if the call means nothing.
Okay. The next one we have is Chris Bryant to Anthony Rizzo to snap the 100-year drought, 108-year drought.
Yeah, keep. Two of my favorite baseball players ever.
The next one we have is Tigers return to glory.
No, cut.
The next one we have the Kawhi quadruple bounce, game winner.
How many do I have left, including this one?
3 cuts and a keep.
Yeah, it's a cut. There's just there's really not that many NBA moments that are that influential as all time to sports. And I believe that one was away too.
Yeah.
I want to say that. Yeah, that doesn't help.
We have 2 cuts and a keep left. Malcolm Butler's goal line interception.
Mm. There's 2 more after this. I'm gonna cut because I just don't think it's the Super Bowl environment is really that great. But the players, the hype is there, but the crowd is just.
The next one, the final 2, we have Galarraga's 28 out perfect game. And that leaves you with Jack Hughes' golden goal.
Yeah, that's probably my number one sports moment ever. Like just seeing, to the environment it was with the celebration, the crowd celebration, to everything around it. The way people celebrated it was everything, everything, and especially without the call, you don't need that. Wasn't a great call. It really wasn't.
I don't even know what the call said.
It's a golden goal, something like that. That's all I said. Golden goal by Hughes.
Yeah, so you kept the Javi walk-off, Cubs winning the World Series to break the streak, Jack Hughes' golden goal, and then you cut the rest.
And I feel like those 2 sports, are the best environments. Like football, especially the Super Bowl, doesn't have an environment. It's just rich people at the game. So it's not really an environment there. And baseball's environment is obviously, I think it's the best. I might be a little bit biased. Hockey's really great too. NBA doesn't really have a very great culture either, and their fans, I should say. So I love
The
that
one
list.
I forgot about until after I already made it was the Jose Bautista bat flip I wanted to put on there.
Yeah, that would have been a keep. Yeah, and
I just
the another
forgot.
one that you could have put was Tiger's putt after winning the 2019 Masters. I'm not sure if this was just the four major, if it was meant to be just the four major, but that crowd reaction, Tiger won it, and was it 2019?
Well, I said Tiger's return to glory.
Oh, see that's so confusing because you're saying the calls, and you're saying that the calls mean nothing.
I said calls mean 2%.
At first, then you said the calls meant nothing. I
Okay, but I said that after the first one, which you cut anyway, and you said you were still cutting.
Yeah, but it's a disrespectful cut now.
Okay, well that doesn't change the rest
It
of them
does.
after.
It does mean it. Oh, it could. It could. I think it would because I wouldn't have kept. I wouldn't have kept hobbies then. If the call means something, I wouldn't keep hobbies. Jason,
Well, I
Benetti's
told you
call
that
for
before,
was-
Javi.
No, you didn't. You said that after.
Yes, I did. No, I said it before.
No, it was after hobby.
Okay,
You said
then I said you can change it if you would like.
that's terrible. I think there's a lot of confusion on the Keep 3 Cup 5 this week. A lot of confusion there.
Lack of communication, I guess.
I think you need to dial in the rules for your Keep 3 Cup 5.
Okay. All right. Well, you had this week's draft. Do we have standings? Who won last week? I didn't check.
You did win, but I do think that takes it to 9-4.
So it's 9 for me then.
Yeah, so if you won, which I believe you did, or you did win. Yeah, you did win, but I'm trying to see the. Do you want to go ahead and talk about your thoughts on the David Montgomery trade real quick?
Yeah. It was expected. I wasn't 100% sure if they were actually going to pull the trigger or not. With the value that they got between 2 picks and a former second round pick for an offensive line depth, absolutely needed to be done. Montgomery was getting kind of expensive because he was part of an extension deal now. It is sad to see him go. He was one of my favorite players. He was an awesome dude.
He's one of the Lions
I know you
players
said
I
he was
like.
one of your favorite Lions players.
It-
But yeah, it sucks.
I had
But
some
it is the
confusion
right
because there was some confusion. Someone had said that Demo wants out, and then he retweeted or tweeted something that said, "Did I tell you that?"
Right.
So I don't know if it was necessarily he wanted out, but it's kind of the best for both worlds.
Right.
I'd say
It's like he wanted it to be part of
maybe
more.
not the best for
but
him. He's going to Houston. So I don't know necessarily if that's the best for him, but they did get a really
But
good deal.
he gets to be an RB1.
The thing that's really been irking me for the last couple hours is that thing I did see on Amon-Ra St. Brown saying that. I mean, for these guys, they need to be they're media trained. You can't say something like 31 other teams he would be the running back one on. It's just not
He's just
true.
trying to show support for his friend. Is all.
I
he
mean,
was
I
doing.
get it, but it's like there's just some things you can't say. I mean, you could tell him that, but you don't need to. You can't say that. But I do think they did get a really good deal for him. Very good deal. I think both sides will benefit from that one. I think that's an A+ trade for both teams.
Yeah, I think it was a very bad deal for the Lions when it was originally reported for just a 5th-round pick. Because
Yeah,
Monty
who
does have more
tweeted
value.
that? Because I
It was
didn't
Schefter,
see
but I don't
Schefter.
know.
I didn't see
It was
Schefter's
Schefter.
tweet right away.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't even see a tweet. I saw maybe it was Woodward Sports, which by the way has got to be one of the worst accounts out there. Them and the Detroit Line
I
are
hate them.
the Detroit Line might be worse. Woodward
I don't
Sports
know
is bad,
about
but
that.
Detroit Line is bad, man.
Woodward
You
Sports
can
is
you can't
terrible,
you
man.
can't be a but the thing is with these you can't be biased to one school either as a Detroit sports page. You just can't.
No, you can't.
And they're both very bad at that. Um okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into our draft of the week, which is the Morgan Wallen songs, which we probably could have did based off a singular album.
Yeah, we probably could have.
Um but this is all of his songs, but only by himself, no features.
No features, not anything he's featured in or anyone he has featured in his songs.
Yep. And you have first pick. It would be 9-4.
I'm going to pick probably my favorite song from him. It's I don't even know how old it is now. Maybe 5 years old or something like that now. I'm going with Seven Summers.
I think it's older than. Um, that's a very good first pick. I'm gonna go Whiskey Glasses.
I feel like that was like his like debut song or like the song that really put him on the map, right?
I'd say probably 98 Braves. But Seven Summers is actually 5 years ago. I thought it was shorter than.
Was it really? Yeah.
Well, it's not good. It's not good. I was really hoping it was shorter. It's not good. Okay, your pick.
There's so many songs, man.
It's tough.
Is Cowgirls? He has a feature in that, doesn't he?
No featuring Cowgirls.
It's not a feature. Which song is it that's similar to Cowgirls that has a feature? I'm not picking it right now, but
I could not tell you.
The next one I'm gonna go to is Just in Case. That was my number one song last year. It's only right for me to pick it here.
Okay. I'm gonna go I Got Better then.
This is where it gets tough. You can go in so many different directions here.
Yeah, I was really thinking about this earlier. This really needed to be an album thing because he all of his albums are double albums.
This really should have just been like a 20-round draft is what it should have been. We could have drafted albums. I'm gonna go to Dangerous next.
Yeah, that's a good one. I know what my round 5 pick is because I know it's a ball knowledge song for sure. Cover Me Up.
That's the one I wanted to go to next.
Why is this so loose? Should be doing this.
Cowgirls is featuring Ernest.
But that's not. Do we count that because he doesn't sing it all in it?
That's
it's
kind of
his.
what I was thinking too.
I think
'Cause
we
it's not like
allow
he
it because he
has
doesn't
post-
sing in it.
Right.
It's like if a song was by Marshmello.
Yeah, okay.
He's just a DJ.
Man, I really don't want to have to pick a third song off of Dangerous already. I'm gonna go to The Way I Talk. That's a newer one for me, like the last year or so.
Really?
Didn't get onto that one right away. Yeah, I'm really starting to fall in love with it.
Did you do Cover Me Up? Did you pick Cover Me Up?
You just picked it last.
Or I'm sorry, Stand in My Boots. That's what
No, I didn't.
I'll pick that one for at the 4.
Those are two really good songs. You got both those the pick before I wanted to take it. I should have just taken Sand in My Boots in that last pick there to make sure I could get one of the two, but I don't know if I want to go Smile or 98 Braves here. What do I listen to more? Actually, I'm going to go Talkin' Tennessee.
Okay, that's much better. Whew. Not gonna lie, neither of those two songs were a top 10. It's much more respectable. I'm gonna go Chain Smoking.
I've listened to that song like maybe one time, maybe two.
It's a great hype up song.
I mean, we could do honorable mentions here, but that list could go on for forever.
So
There's
we'll,
just
we'll
so
limit
many
ourselves. We're gonna have to limit ourselves to one honorable mention.
One honorable mention. All right.
Maybe your favorite song that wouldn't make that isn't willing to be a top a draft pick.
Okay. Okay. If you have yours, go ahead and say it.
Are you still on your fifth pick?
No, we all did. We did all five picks.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
We're on, yeah,
I wasn't sure.
honorable mention.
For me,
Did I say Smile earlier?
yeah,
I meant Sunrise when I said Smile.
Sunrise that's much more respectable too. Yeah, I think Smile's
Yeah,
probably not.
I don't.
I really like
I
Smile.
I was singing Sunrise in my head, but I said Smile.
Listen, so if I was to pick the 32 song or whatever his normal albums are, it like my favorite to make my favorite album, it wouldn't Smile wouldn't make it, and I really love Smile. I love that
Yeah,
song,
I
but it
gotcha.
wouldn't make it. That just shows how good he is, though. But that being said, mine would be Me Plus All Your Reasons.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee Fan.
Tennessee Fan's a great one. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I thought it was Me and All Your Reasons. It's Me Plus All Your Reasons. On the One Thing at a Time album, which is about to go on in my headphones in a few minutes here. But that is going to go ahead and wrap up another episode of Sideline Shenanigans. Once again, shout out to Spicy Sloth Designs. Can't wait to give you yours.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in person. I'm really pumped for it. Got to find a spot. I don't know if I'm gonna have room here, but it's definitely. I think it's gonna have to go at the home somewhere, and it'll be in all those pods. But yeah, no, I can't wait to discover where I'm gonna put it.
All right, and that's gonna wrap up our episode. I should be getting a tea time on Monday. I'll let you guys know how that score goes.
Give us some
day.
updates. Yeah. Give us some updates.
Big Ten tournament next week. We'll be filling that out next Monday for y'all.
March Madness the week after.
Thanks again for listening. And we'll see.
Subscribe, leave a comment,
subscribe. See you guys next.
What's your guys' favorite Morgan Wallen song? That's what we're gonna make the comment this week.
Yep. We want to know.
Yeah, and just as Danny said,
I want to know. I want to know you guys' most underrated. Not your favorite Morgan Wallen song, because that's gonna be all of ones we know. I want your most underrated song.
Biggest ball knowledge Morgan Wallen song.
Yeah, let's see it.
I like that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next week. Short turnaround to Monday.